Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. Whether you're 5 hours away or a day away, remember, I love you. Okay, I want to say this real quick. Men have such fragile egos. And I cannot believe that I am saying this because I feel like this is something that we've talked about for a while, but it's something that I haven't necessarily really discussed because from my personal experience, I haven't really dealt with like men that really annoyed me to the point where I have to say things like men are trash, even though I definitely support people who do. But ever since I started following more lesbians and more sapphics in the black community, I realized how complex we really are as women, where we are constantly putting men on a high pedestal, and we are constantly prioritizing men over our own feelings and over other women's feelings or even other men's feelings that may not be cis het. And I noticed this with Kalani, where she talks about prioritizing women and bisexual men, and then she ends up dating YG, who is a notorious homophobe and colorist, and to the point where he's made comments about bisexual women. But Kalani is flaunting her relationship as if it doesn't matter and as if she could care less. So I really just stopped fucking with Kalani altogether. I may fuck with her and I may fuck with her sometime later, but for now, I just feel like Kalani is someone who's a hypocrite, and she just does not know that the things that she does is colorist and homophobic. I think that what Kalani is doing is colorism, because for someone who advocates for dark-skinned female singers and claims to be their friend, and she's constantly hugged up on them and acting as if she's kissing them for the male gaze, and I don't really like that. As a bi woman, I just don't really respect Kalani right now, because it feels like she's like every other woman that's going to put men above other women, and then when they call her out, suddenly she's a victim, or we're haters, or we're jealous. So I'm over that. But I'm actually talking about how we have people like Kalani or Jhené Aiko who are very conventionally attractive light-skinned women, and they make it a point to know that they are desirable, and men desiring them is more important than the feelings of other women. I listened to Summer Walker's new album, which I love, and she has a feature from Miss Jhené on I'll Kill You, and when we looked at the title, we thought, okay, it's about killing a man who's being abusive or cheating on her, which I don't condone domestic violence because somebody cheats on you. Remember, killing or beating somebody up for cheating on you is still domestic violence, and it makes you worse whether you are a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. You should not kill somebody or beat somebody up because they cheated. Just leave the person. But we all know that it's just a song, so it don't really matter. But we listened to it and we kind of came to the conclusion that maybe she's talking about other women who are messing with her man or trying to mess with her man, or may just have an innocent crush on them. And Jhené is singing once again, because this is not unfamiliar to Jhené for her to just be singing about beating innocent women up because they are fucking with her man who is constantly abusing and cheating on her, at least from her lyrics. And I don't really like that about Jhené. I find that to be a very underdeveloped Pisces trait of her, to constantly talk about how men are nothing but great angels and women are hoes and she's so special. And I feel with Jhené, even though she seems like a nice person, I just don't really like how in her music it's constantly catering towards men and their feelings, and how it's not them that's the problem, it's the hoes that like them. And that's what I get from her music. And I don't know much about Summer Walker, so I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of letting Summer pass a little. But hold on, this thing is saying that close. All right, I got something popped up. It's saying that I have 20 more minutes until my battery closes. But I don't know much about Summer Walker, so I'm not really gonna go in, because she's just a new artist, and for what it looks like, she's more so on the side of men ain't shit, just block them. And I don't have a problem with that, because men seem to think that whenever we call them out on their abusive behavior, that means that we hate men. I hate oppressors. So whether that means I hate white people, or I hate men, or I hate straight people, or I hate cis people, you know what? I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. Like, I don't care about your feelings when you are an oppressor. I don't care if you feel like I am attacking you because I am talking about racist white people, or I am talking about abusive misogynistic men, or because I am talking about light-skinned people who are colorist, or because I am talking about transphobic cis people, or homophobic heterosexual people. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your feelings. So I don't understand why men are constantly crying when women are finally sick of them. It's as if men are petulant victims. They act as if that we should cater to them no matter what, even if they are wrong, or even if somebody else is wrong. We should always look at men as angels that can never do any wrong. Women are nothing but hoes. Women are nothing but people who are so consumed in their looks. We're shallow, we cheat, we ain't loyal. But yet we talk about men, then all of a sudden we are evil people, we're man haters. You know, lesbians critique compulsory heterosexuality, and suddenly, you know, these are horrible, you know, the D word I can't really say because it's not my word to reclaim. And they hate men, and they want to turn bisexual women into full-out lesbians. And I don't appreciate that, because yes, they're not attracted to men. Okay, so what? They don't care about men's feelings. But to assume that we're coming from a place of hatred and unwarranted criticism because we talk about how abusive and problematic a dominant group is, I don't find it fair. When it came to this summer of 2019 with Hot Girl Summer from Megan Thee Stallion and the City Girl movement from JT and Young Miami, men all of a sudden decided, hey, we're going to join and we're going to start our own movement about City Boy Summer and Hot Girl Summer, or Hot Boy Summer, basically, which basically was about them cheating and abusing women, because they took the joy that women were getting from other women as meaning that we want to hurt men. They assume that our joy and love of one another is hurtful to men. But I'm not even surprised when we have so many men that are homophobic, that are lesbophobic, and don't like women loving other women, and have killed and beaten women for that. So I should not be surprised. But it's funny how something as innocent as women going out and having a good time is seen as a slight towards men, that we're cheating on them, or we're plotting to kill them, or we just don't want to be around them. And men can have guy nights. Men can talk about how they want to spend time with their friends, to drink beer or to go out to the club, and they have all types of time with their men. They want to watch sports together. They want to play video games. I've been in situations where I just wanted to hang out with men and have a good time and play video games and drink and have a good time together and watch movies. But they said, no, this is a guy movement. This is for guys only. You can't be in here. You know, you're too feminine. Because the girls that they did let in their circle, they were like young M.A. They were masculine. They were studs, and they kind of invalidated their own gender by assuming that they're not like real women just because they were more masculine. But men have historically excluded women, or people that they perceive to be women, from their movements or their circle because they did not want to be bothered. But then when women have something like Hot Girl Summer or Girls Night Out, then suddenly it's terrible, and people complain about Young M.A. because she talks too much about her non-existent dick. Young M.A. says, I don't have a dick, but I'm gonna fuck you with your dick, with my dick, because she's a lesbian. And that is sapphic language. That is sapphic lingo. When lesbians talk about having a dick, cis lesbians in particular, they're not literally saying that they have a dick, but that's just lingo to refer to lesbians that use straps to have sex with other women. And men have complained about Young M.A. talking a lot about lesbian sex because they realize that the music is not for them. They want to enjoy Young M.A. so long as they feel that she's a man. They act as if she's a man, and she's not a man, she's a woman. And once she starts talking about her dick or her strap and fucking other women, oh my god, like, she thinks she's a man, and how dare she? And men are just, cis-het men in particular, like, gay men are patriarchal as well, at least cis gay men, but I mainly have a problem with cishet men because they're always whining, and yet they think we're emotional. I don't understand. They are always whining about how we don't care about them or how we don't give them enough attention, and these are grown men. If you're a boy, okay, I understand you're a boy. You need grown women's attention because you're a child. But you are a grown man and you're crying because women want to spend time with themselves or with other women? Come on now. I'm really sick of men as a whole, and I noticed that men can be very insecure. You have men saying, oh, do you think I'm good looking? Do you think I should get a beard? Do you think I should grow out my hair? Do you think I should get locks? Do you think I should cut it? Do you think I should work out? Am I skinny? Am I fat? And I said, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, but I feel like there's something wrong with me. But then when women complain about the same thing, it's, oh, stop being so petty, and go do your hair and nails. It's not a big deal, and it is. It is a big deal. I think I just snorted. I just snorted. But I want everyone to have a great day, as I say, and to be blessed, and I'll probably make other videos once I get the energy. Bye!